Hi, my name is Hedi Belazi. I'm the Dean of the Business School, but I also wear two other hats. I'm also a faculty member. I teach a couple of courses. I've been teaching a couple of courses since 2016. I also wear another hat as president of the Alumni Club, which is an association that we have just started 2 months ago. And the purpose of that association is to keep our alumni abreast of what AUNA is doing, and also to help our current students get some feedback from alumni about their studies, which could encourage them to work even harder to get their diploma. So I'm really proud today to be joined by two of our best talents at the AUNA, or previous alumni of AUNA Business School. The AUNA Business School was established in 2015 as an institution that uses the American methodology and approach to teaching, and that emphasizes actually two things, two major aspects. One is to form or to help the students build knowledge and skills, but most importantly, which is the second criteria, or the second element, is to build the personality of the student. So a student is just not knowledge only or skills only, but a student is also a personality who has its own identity, its own stamp, its own individual characteristics, which is really nowadays making a big difference in education. Lots of institutions continue to educate students through traditional methods and approaches, which emphasize more the knowledge and the skills at most. And they don't touch on soft skills like communication skills, like self-awareness, reflection, thinking, analytical skills, being oneself, rather than being a number among numbers of other students. But everyone will graduate after having formed his own personality, which will make a difference when, for example, you apply for jobs, or when they apply for jobs. And as you know, nowadays, skills and knowledge are everywhere. You can pick them up from the internet, and you can pick them up from books, and so we don't go to universities nowadays just to get that knowledge and skills. It has to offer more than that. And that's what companies value nowadays when they hire people. They hire them not because of their knowledge and skills only, but mostly because of their personality, because it's their personality that would add value to a company, that would add new things to the company. Companies do not like to employ people on a sort of cut and paste, type of recruitment. No. What helps them select is how this student or this applicant differs from others. Okay. Having said that, I'm here to really celebrate this establishment of the AUNA Alumni Association, which I hope will bring to our current students and to our future students some light on what AUNA is about and its teaching methods and the learning that takes place at AUNA. I'm here welcoming you both, Fedia, Bouslama. We used to be our master's degree program member, and also Kacem Dachraoui, who represents the BA program in finance. Fedia has a master's degree from AUNA in electronic business and digital marketing, right? So thank you, Fedia, and thank you, Kacem, for joining us today. And I'm really proud and honored that you are here with us as alumni.
Thank you very much.
You made us very proud of you, actually. And I remember the graduation ceremony and how everyone felt really, really proud of the result of our studies and our programs, okay? So I'll start with you, Fedia, and ask you to briefly introduce yourself. When did you join AUNA? What kind of degree were you enrolled in? And then what you are doing right now, currently. I believe you have a job or you started a career in Bahrain. So let's start by that, and then I'll move on to Kacem, okay?
Okay. First of all, I would like to thank you very much for this invitation. It's always our pleasure to be with you, to meet with the AUNA professors, with you, Dr. Hedi, specifically, because you've always been a great support. I'm Fedia Bouslama bin Yahya. So my specialty at AUNA, I've joined AUNA in 2017. So the program that I was enrolled in was the MBA, the Masters of Business Administration, with a specialization in e-commerce and digital marketing. So I graduated in 2019. Of course, you remember the graduation ceremony. It was absolutely great. It's one of the best memories I have, honestly, in my academic and professional journeys. So I've recently moved to Bahrain, as you've mentioned. Previously, I used to work as a sales manager at Wall Street English, Tunisia, which is basically a multinational teaching English. And then I moved from Tunisia to Bahrain due to family commitments. And I'm currently working as a business education manager at the American Cultural and Educational Center here in Bahrain, working in collaboration with the American Embassy here in Bahrain. So basically, my job is very related to everything we studied in AUNA. I will tell you more about it later, but it's all about sales, marketing, communication, and it's a lot of the soft skills that you were talking about. So this is briefly who I am. And it's my pleasure to be here again.
That's great, Fedia.
Hopefully, inshallah.
Thank you. Thank you, Fedia.
You're welcome.
How about you, Kacem? When did you join AUNA, and what are you currently working on?
Okay. First, I want to thank you also, Mr. Hedi. So, my name is Kacem Dachraoui. I'm 27 years old. I joined AUNA at 2015. I have a bachelor degree in finance, and I'm also an olive oil taster. Now I'm in Tunis, and I'm building my own project in this domain. So the project, as you know, Mr. Hedi, is an olive oil platform and test tour, in which we're going to extract the olive oil juice, and then finally olive oil packaging.
All right, that's very interesting. I remember you were, while you were studying here, towards last year, I think, you were working about something in the oil industry or olive oil industry.
Yeah, I had the chance to work in the best olive oil company, so in Tunisia. So with the Mr. Karim Fitouri in Olivco. Yeah, the last year of my studies.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Great. Now, going back to you, Fedia, if I were to ask you what were your favorite subjects that you took at AUNA when you were here. Do you still remember them?
Of course.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely. I can't forget about those. To be honest, I'm going to mention three, if it's okay. Not one, because I have three favorite subjects. So, one of them, I didn't expect myself to like it at all at the beginning. It's decision making and data mining. So, yeah, you can like it's very complex from
Yes.
the title, but it's actually very, very fun. Our professor was Dr. Chris Westland, and honestly, he's one of the best professors. The best, actually, not one of the best professor I've ever had in my whole journey. Dr. Chris made me super passionate about that field, data mining, analyzing data, and I'm discovering every single day with my work experience that it's incredibly important, especially in marketing, because the more information you have about your customers, the easier it's going to be for you to do the marketing of your products, because basically marketing is about serving their needs. So if you know what they want, you can give them better products. So that was an absolutely amazing course. We've learned a lot from it. We've worked on a lot of different softwares. It was very advanced, to be honest. I was very surprised because Dr. Chris was basically teaching us with the same materials used at the University of Illinois, Chicago, which was absolutely impressive, because we were having the same assignments, the same everything as students in the United States. So I was very impressed with that. That was my favorite course. And then I've also loved consumer behavior, because since I'm very passionate about marketing, consumer behavior is one of the best topics and subjects, because it shows you the attitudes and behaviors of customers towards a particular situation, like a change of packaging or new product and so on. So that can help a lot when you would like to launch something new at a specific market and so on. And then comes communication and buzz marketing, which was absolutely fun, because we used to watch a lot of videos about different brands, the different strategies of different companies all around the world, how they communicate with their audience, with their customers, like incredible ideas, especially using digital marketing, because marketing today is not only focused on TV and radio and billboard, it's a lot on Instagram and Facebook and social media. So that course focused a lot on all of those strategies. It was incredibly fun and interactive. And that's what I really like about these three courses, is that you don't go to the classroom, like get books and write notes. It's not about that. Like, especially at buzz marketing communication, I don't remember myself taking any note. It was all about talking, presenting, like watching videos, interacting. And I think that's the crux when it comes to education, because today, if you'd like to have people graduating with the right skills, you have to put them in the situation, like they have to feel that they are part of something real, practice. It's not just about the theory. So they give you the theory and then they give you examples, and that's the best part about the MBA at AUNA, because it's all about practicing and actually doing real case studies, real life problems, trying to solve them. So they prepare you, like we were being prepared to become managers. And that's exactly why I love these three topics.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah, you remind me of one of the other things I wanted to say about the educational system that we use at AUNA, whereby the student is part and parcel of the learning process. It's not a one-way street between the faculty or instructor and student, but it's rather a constant interaction between the two, and a constant interaction with the other members of the class, so that you get to see lots of listen to lots of ideas, arguments, counter arguments, etc. And that's how we get to learn things, rather than just reading from books or listening to professors. We learn better when we practice better. And it's
Exactly.
through the practice that we retain and remember information that we are given, on which helps us then build our skills and our know-how. I'll move to Kacem and also ask you about your favorite subjects while you were studying here.
So I also have two subjects that I particularly like, and they were management subjects with Madame Imen at first, and then finance subjects with Mr. Sinda and Mr. Rida. I learned a lot with them, especially Mr. Rida and Madame Sinda, and frankly, all the credit goes to them. At the beginning, the methodology was a little difficult for me because I was used to the French system, but after that, I was able to manage and get used to our new teaching system with AUNA. It was also very interesting because we managed to prepare the lessons alone with the presentations, and that helped us a lot to develop our level of communication, and especially to manage the difficulties. Yeah, that.
Yeah, I understand. I think what you're talking about is again the same point of being involved in the learning process, being part of it,
Yes.
rather than being a mere simple receiver. You are a receiver and a participant at the same time, and that's what makes a difference really between traditional education and the American approach to education.
Yes.
Thank you, Kacem. Yeah,
Thank you,
I'll
Mr.
move to my question, I think before last, which is when you see yourself today, how relevant do you think what you learned at AUNA before you graduate, and how relevant do you think your studies at AUNA are to what you are currently doing as a career or as a startup company? Or okay, I'll start with you, Fedia.
So as I said earlier, everything we saw as part of the MBA program is very, very relevant to what I'm doing today. Because as you know, an MBA program is going to prepare you, as I said, as a manager. It's a master's of business administration. So you're basically capable of dealing with different aspects of business. Especially it was focused for us on marketing. And it's very, very relevant to what I'm doing today because first of all, it's relevant in terms of content because everything we saw when it comes to digital marketing, for example, and e-commerce, we're using it a lot today as part of work because now I know a lot when it comes to the different digital marketing strategies. All of that field is very linked to business education in general, what I'm doing right now. The second thing that is very important is that in terms of soft skills acquired, what we've learned as part of the MBA is very, very relevant and useful today because as we were discussing, the MBA helped me a lot to become more seasoned. I became much better in people. The MBA helped me to become more able, more capable of selling things to others, convincing them with what I want to say, because we've worked a lot on presentations, elevator pitches, developing ideas and so on.
Great. Kacem, how do your studies relate to what you're doing today?
Me personally, the project that I'm carrying out now, a large part of the merit goes to AUNA because first, because when I began to study business in AUNA, I realized that I could open my business to myself and get started to this world, especially by taking risk and above all, succeed. Second, the system was very flexible. I had enough time to study and work together. I had the chance to work in the best olive oil company in Tunisia, and thus to better develop my idea. And alhamdulillah, now I work for my own account. So what else?
Great, well, I'm glad to hear that. Fedia, I think we cut you off or something happened. You want to add anything else?
I think so, yes. I didn't understand what happened, to be honest. Yeah, I just wanted to say that as Kacem was saying, it was very flexible and studied in the evening. And I really loved that, because when you study and then work, everything you study, you're going to apply it directly, like it's fresh. Okay, so it's absolutely amazing because you learn theory and practice. Yeah, so super flexible. I would have never had the chance to do an MBA if it wasn't that flexible, to be honest. I had the chance to go after work. I had enough time to do the courses. I had enough time to work. It was absolutely great. So flexibility was the key. And of course, that's very helpful. And I really would like to highlight that point. One of the best points in AUNA is the fact that you can pursue like everything you want to do, and you shouldn't take a break to study. You can work and study at the same time, and that's amazing. Like your career will keep going, your studies will keep going, and you would do both things at the same time if you're capable of doing that, and if you're capable of adapting. And then when you graduate, you will end up having both a work experience and a diploma, which is what's better than that? I mean, so
yeah, that in itself is a skill, the skill of managing oneself, managing our time and managing our resources, which you have probably gone throughout the courses. You know, how can you marry the two? You know, working and studying, dividing your time, knowing exactly what you're doing. You know, building your own vision of staff planning for yourself, etc. That comes in handy, you know. All right, I think what, you know, I thank you very much for the feedback that you are giving us about AUNA Business School. I don't know if I should ask you this question or not, but would you recommend this AUNA program, BA or MA, to other students and to current students with us? I'm saying this, I don't know if I should or should not, because I don't want to be biased. So anything that you would like to say to other current students, to other students who will be joining us later, or our current students, please feel free to give us your feedback on that. Fedia, you want to start?
Okay, I will for sure, yes. So honestly, I would like to say that it was an incredible opportunity for me. First of all, for those who would like to study in English, and you know how important English is all over the world. And I can guarantee to you that, for example, here in Bahrain, nobody speaks any single word of French. They like most common language here is English. So if you study in English, if you're familiar with business in English, that would make your professional career much easier, especially if you're planning to work outside of Tunisia, okay? Because I like French, I respect French so much, but unfortunately, English is the language of the world. So if you would like to be a successful international business person, you have to have English. Today, it's a must. Like, I wouldn't say you should have English, you must have English. It's an obligation because it would make you more successful. So of course I would recommend any program in English because it would make life easier for you. All of the keywords, all of the different easier later on. Second, for the MBA, for my case, it was very useful. To be honest, I recommend this program. Why? Because first of all, as I said, it's very flexible. Second, it allowed me to meet professors from all over the world and became very close friends with them. After, like during my studies at AUNA, I had the chance to go for an internship at the United States for 3 months to teach public speaking. And one of the people that I met in the United States was my professor, Chris, Dr. Chris, that I was just telling you about. So he welcomed me with his family. We stayed friends all the time till today. So not only the program was very helpful in terms of soft skills and studies, but also it was an unbelievable opportunity for networking and meeting people coming from different backgrounds. And when you become how to say, when you are more used to living in melting pot places, like with different cultures and so on, when you are flexible to accept people with different backgrounds and different cultures, that makes you more successful because you would be able to deal with anybody, the countries, the languages, the differences will not matter. So this program taught me to be more, how to say, tolerant. And that's also very, very helpful. So absolutely, Dr. Hedi, you shouldn't feel biased. We are saying this because we really mean it. For me, absolutely, I would recommend it. Go for it. It's in English. It's super flexible, and it will teach you things like that have an effect on your lives, not only on your academic journeys. So yeah, AUNA was a great experience for me.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, Fedia. Thank you. Kacem, your recommendation regarding AUNA and studying at AUNA. Please go ahead.
Personally, as Fedia said, I had the chance to study at all. It was a great experience, a great opportunity, and for sure I will recommend AUNA, even for my children, I think.
That's nice.
And finally, I have 5 tips for the current student. The first, keep your goal in mind.
Good.
Work hard. Be organized. Use all the resources that you have in university and all your resources that you have. And finally, and the important one, have perseverance.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you, Kacem. Yeah, it's never too early to think about children. It's never too early to think about children, by the way. So you're ahead of the game, all right? Yeah. Fedia and Kacem, thank you so much. And I'm really proud of both of you and very happy to have listened to what you said and to see your faces again. And we will keep in touch. And AUNA is the link between me and you and other people as well, and current students, and I hope that we can maintain this contact and maintain this relationship with us because we do value you as an ex-student, and we value even more now that you are pursuing successful careers, and it makes us as proud as it makes yourselves. Thank you very much again.
Thank you, Mr. Hedi. Thank you very much, Mr. Hedi.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Fedia. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Salut. Bye-bye.
Thank you.